Hello everybody, good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Wednesday, welcome back to a fresh shiny new week of Hazel Streams. How's everybody doing? Good morning. I'd like to thank Silver Stitcher for the 42-month resub, appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Happy Wednesday everybody. And it's my first time logging on since reset, so I have weekly stuff. I have a vault to pick up. I don't know if there's anything good in there, but we can take a look. We did some 11 delves, and I did raid last week, so maybe there's something along those lines. Let me see, what was I doing? I was just popping some Warbound stuff into my bank, I think. Was I in the bank to do? Yeah, I think I was looking for my vault. I think that's what I was after. Good morning to you. Good morning. I was crafting, I was making sure my concentration is drained, so I'm getting some benefit out of that. And I'm watching all of my stuff sell in my chat log, which is always fun. Got my Seasbarg watching your VODs farming yours. Nice, congratulations. You Seasbarg twins. What do we got here? We have hero gloves. Hero ring. That's attractive, actually. I have a champion ring on, and I like those stats. It's lots of crit. We also have hero bracers. I have crafted bracers. I don't need these pants. I have hero pants. I could catalyze them if I needed to. My weapon is crafted, so it looks like I'm taking a ring, which is good because it's not like I was going to get one out of rate. There we go. Let's get that, and I guess spend some gold getting it all set up and stuff. I can't complain too much because at least I have loot. And it came with one socket already, so I guess that saves us, what, like 2,000 gold or whatever it is to buy a setting for it? Because we'll only have to buy one instead of two. So here, let's see, I want to check and remind myself of what I'm even gemming here. I had Masterful Rubies, I was pretty happy with those. Let's get another one of those. Those are the real kicker. Yeah, it's fine. We'll do some world quests, we'll make it all back. What about setting? I never remember what it's called, so I just search setting and hope for the best. Magnificent jeweler setting. That looks true. That looks like the thing. And then I should probably throw like a. Let's put a. Do I want crit? I think I want. My crit's actually higher than my mastery. Let me double check my stats again. They're a little funny because like they're a little different depending on what you're doing. And I do a lot of different things, and I don't carry a lot of different gear sets, and I'm too lazy to start, so let me see. Wowhead Holy Priest stat. Let's see. Holy Priest stat priority, 11.2. So they're saying for crit mastery versus haste, crit haste versus mastery, crit haste versus mastery, crit mastery versus haste. Yeah, I think we're just going to go with crit mastery, so I'm just going to get a, what are they called? Radiant crit, maybe? We'll put another crit. You never have too much crit. I mean, you can, but it's not a scenario that I'm really worried about. Oh. Don't mind me being an enchanter buying my enchants in the auction house. Was your antenna from Vault? Yes, it was. It is true I did not get it from Raid, but I was very happy to see one in Vault because it's good. Good for Shadow, good for Holy. No complaints from me. So let's get rid of this champion ring. We're going to put on our Logic Gate Alpha. We're going to slap it with a second socket. Luckily, my fancy gem is on my other ring, so I don't have to stress about that. And then what do we have? We have one of these. I don't know why I only bought one. I'm going to need another one. I think I got confused. Throw our enchant on. Nearly there. I guess I can DE my old ring so I don't accidentally put it on again. It's worth 66 gold. We might be able to DE that for a profit. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's get one more Masterful Ruby. And then have a think about what we're doing today. I want to do 11. I want to do 3 delves, but on difficulty 11 to get some more gilded crests. I want to do some weeklies and world quests for reputation and whatnot. I'm especially out in the Ecodome. I'd love to get my Ecodome weekly filled. Oh, I guess you know what, the face diving weekly is good too, because that's going to give me coins I can spend for stuff. Okie dokie, let's see. We were popping in one more gem here. So was Spendy, but we're doing good. We're in good shape. Let's go see if we can get any upgrades. I think I have enough crests currently for 1 upgrade. I can get some Hero 5 piece of Hero 6 or something. Or I could take my myth shoulders up from myth 1 to myth 2. I don't think it particularly matters. This is a good way for me to drop a couple of valor stones, so we'll do that. And then, I think I'm just gonna vendor that staff. I got a blue staff. Oh yeah, that's right. I think I bought it, actually. I finished, after I logged off on Sunday, I finished doing the Nightfall scenario, because I was over there anyway. And then I traded the Emblem of Service for a thing I could sell for 138 gold, because I thought that was a good use of my time. I'm going. Oh, there's a weekly over here. We gotta pick that one up, too. I hope everybody's having a lovely beginning to their week. It's basically my Monday. I just had my weekend, even though I know it's kind of the proverbial hump day for everybody else. What do you want? You want Pet Battle Bonus Week. We were just talking last week about how queues are really long for PvP Pet Battles outside of Pet Bonus Week. And I had some brief thought about, I should find out how long the queues take during Pet Bonus Week, but I don't think that I care enough to do the experiment. So let's go ahead and head to, let's go pick up our Koresh weeklies. That's probably a good place to start. I had a nice weekend. I had a good mix of doing lots of relaxing and getting lots of little projects done. I think that that's gonna be a big part of my life now, is figuring out what kind of, it's like having a lot of side quests. Ever since moving into this house, I have a whole big list of side quests, and I get to pick which ones I want to go do. It kind of feels like having finished the campaign of a game and just moving on to the little noodly bits. And the noodly bits are my favorite part. Let's see. You have the phase diving weekly, which is great. There's also a warrant. Now, here's the thing. I have the vigilante achievement done. So there's, and if I did this again to sell, it's only worth 3k. So I think we're going to walk away from that with great joy, if I'm being honest. I think I'm going to start being a little more picky about which Koresh World quests I do. Rep is great, gold is great. Valor Stones, I think I can walk away from. It would give me like 50 Koresh rep, but I don't think we're that fussed about it. We're at 15, we're going to be at 20 before you know it. The vast majority of it is going to come from weeklies. I don't think we're too worried about this. Let's port ourselves up to this area. Did a couple as an experiment yesterday morning. PvP pet queues were not slow yesterday. Oh, there you go. Probably the best day to do it, too, like the first day that the event is active. Doing good, clocking in my work hours and getting things done at the very last possible minute. Hey, you're getting them done, though. It's a huge step ahead of people not getting them done. I mean, it's basically constantly Captain Valor Stones. Yeah. I managed to spend like maybe like 100 or 2 on some upgrade, and then I'm immediately capped again. I have, my bank is full of all kinds of, okay, not full, but I have a delightful collection of Valor Stone granting items that you get from rep and stuff, like those 100 packs of Valor Stones. I just put them in my bank because I figure, oh, what if I need these? And they're only good for this season. I don't think I'm going to be able to carry them forward or anything. And I don't really think that I'm going to need them this season, but you know, I guess later on, if I'm able to buy, like those Mythic Plus boxes of gear for Valor Stones to send to my alts, maybe that'll be the move and I'll be able to spend them then, but until then, they're just sitting there, because like, what am I going to do with them? Nothing. Do wish we got more than 90 crests a week. Part of my problem is that I haven't been getting crest capped. My Mythic Plus team is on vacation, so I've just been... The main crests that I'm getting are from delves, which is one of the reasons I wanted to do some delves this week. Although I think I only need gilded now. I don't know if I ever got the achievement or the ability to switch runed up to gilded. I don't know if they even let you do that, but I don't think any of my upgrades need runed crests anymore. I think I'm exclusively on gilded, so... Okay, good. Let's do the docks one, and that's for another 800 gold, because I got some gold to recover over here. There we go. I liked making my alchemical chaos flasks this morning to sell because it gave me the fleeting one, which is a freebie for me, and that means I have a 2-hour buff, which actually, now that I think about it, perhaps while I have such a valuable buff, they're worth, what, 600 gold? I don't know. Well, I guess... I don't know. How attached am I to 600 gold? There is an argument to be made for me doing my delves first, or at least some of my delves first, while I still have that buff active. I don't know. We can do a few world quests and then do a few delves. It looks like Archival Assault is bountiful this week, so I can just kind of mosey over there and try that in an 11 and see how we're doing. It is, unfortunately, I don't think any longer delve bonus week. I didn't end up doing that many delves last week. I did a few of them, but we can still make some progress on the delve journey and brand experience. Even if it's not buffed, it'll still count. Looks so bad. Thank you very much for the 30-month resub. Hello. How you doing? Happy Wednesday. Hope everything's going well with you.
Yes.
Import permit for this. It's chilly in my office. My thing is getting cold. Almost time to break out the hand warmers. I had like the perfect mix of a weekend where one day we went out and we did kind of like a day trip, and then on the other day we stayed home and we just did like chores and hanging out around the house. And it was like the perfect mix because you got your adventure, you got your exploration, and then you also got your recovery from said adventure and exploration. We went out a ways and did some salmon fishing, and we did not catch any salmon, but I saw other people catching salmon, which was almost as exciting. They were very large. They looked delicious. Should I do this? Yeah, it's for 150 rep. Let's do that. When we were out there, it was quite a drive to get there, so I didn't want to leave until we really felt like we were really done. And because of that, we did a lot of fishing, and my forearms are really sore. I don't think I was in primo shape for it. My arms weren't ready. Needed a wrist brace because we were casting lures that you need to be pretty much constantly casting and retrieving. We were out there for a long time. Recharge after recharge. Exactly. Yeah. 4 more of these guys. Maybe on this wall? This quest confused me horrifically when I first tried it. I did not understand why I could not attack these things that were like on the wall. I understand now, but I'm not like happy about it. Does Moose have his fishing license? Moose has his Moose license. But I tend to not take him fishing just because he's kind of a magnet for anything that could get him into trouble or like physical danger, so it makes me nervous having him around. He might have been okay on the beach, but having him around fishing stuff or any place where people might have left like hooks or anything sharp, because he will find them and they will end up in his mouth, and it will be a vet visit that I don't really want to do right now, or ever really. You know, fishing hook in a dog mouth is never a good idea. But yeah, as nice as the fantasy of a fishing dog is, I didn't really raise and train mine to calmly sit by and watch people fish without getting bored and getting into trouble. Okay, let's mosey on over to Archival Assault. It says it's the Shadowed Wings variant. I don't know what that means. It is one I've done before, though. Parody, thank you for the 55-month resub. Just wanted to pop in and let everyone know I am still alive, and my homemade pickles did not take me out. It's going to take more than that to take down you. They are delicious. Oh, congratulations. That's exciting. I walked past a large... I was thinking about you because I walked past a large display of vinegar and canning jars, and I thought, I know what that's for. Oh, they're for pickles. I got up early this morning to make hash browns because I woke up and I was like, potatoes! I desire potatoes, and then got out of bed and made them. They're alright. I need to fine-tune my process. Yeah, alright. Doing these 11 delves is a little more exciting than it used to be, because sometimes you get to finish them early. That's fun. James DK, thank you for the 11-month resub. Appreciate it. Hi, Hazel. Hello, Craster. How you doing? Happy Wednesday. Alright, we have food buff. We have flask buff. I'm gonna mana oil as well. That's worth a couple hundred gold just to kind of keep things in good shape here. I like playing Shadow with a healing brand. I don't know if he's holy or not. It's kind of his business. And then these are just kind of curios I've left on here. I have Epic Hatterang, so I think I'm happy with that. And Epic Amplification, I don't see why not. Is it sand? I think I've heard good things about sands as well, but my sands are only green, rank 2 of 4, so I think I'd get him to rank 4 before I try and do anything funny. Let's get a brand food buff over here. Made what ended up being a massive batch of relish, too. Intended to make like 6 jars, turned into 6 pints, and something like 10.5 pints. Bad at math. Hey, any mathematical errors that result in an addition of shelf-stable goods. This is the kind of math mistakes I like. Sounds like a good idea. Wonder if it's worth resetting until you get a gate you can see from the start of the delve. You can see a lot of the level. Sounds like something somebody might do. It doesn't sound very much like me, though. 5 drakes rescued. I have done this one. Okay. Alright, come along, Bran. Off and away. Let's bring Hecatamos over here with us. May as well have a pet out. And I don't know how you're supposed to get down here, but I've just been jumping with levitate. And then Bran just clips down to me. Any dragons down here? No. I have a bad habit of walking past flicker gates and not noticing them, but I do at least know what they look like now. We have successfully discovered at least one of them. I know what my entire family is getting for Christmas. No, that's good. Homemade stuff like that's amazing. Those are my favorite gifts. I'm doing alright damage. What is it? 710. I just picked up another item level. Happy with that. Until my Mythic Plus group reconvenes, I'm beholden to 11 delves for my crests, because I'm not pugging keys. It doesn't sound like me. And I missed basically the last 2 weeks before they went on vacation because I was well. Pick up your vault yet? Yeah, I did. I got a ring. I grabbed a Logic Gate Alpha ring. Came with 1 socket already on it, which was basically like a plus 2k gold for me. Has some nice stats, so I have 2 hero rings now, which is very exciting. I think that I have all hero gear with 1 myth piece and then 1 veteran piece being my Reshi boots. Yeah. And then oh no, I have a champion ring trinket still, but it's a Nexus King's Command, so I really like it. Day, how you doing? Greetings, how goes it? It's going pretty good. I was just telling these guys I had a really nice weekend. I did some fishing, I got out, we adventured, and did some hanging around the house, and did some poking around the house, and little fiddle around here, and doodle around there. Was you wondering? Yeah. That was good. Plus did some cleaning. Geared out now. Close to it, yeah. I could use, it would be nice if my vault would give me like a heroic raid Reshi boots. Because that's probably the only way I'm gonna get them. Unless I guess we can gear up the rest. We don't have that many clothies in our raid. I think we have like a warlock and a mage. There is another priest. Yeah. I don't know. I think my best bet at getting hero Reshi boots is probably vault. Because yes, that is pretty much good. That's pretty much it. New fishing spot. Sounds lovely. Getting back to normal. A little bit, yeah. I was telling everybody here that it feels like I have a lot of side quests now. It feels like I finished the IRL campaign for the moment, and I've progressed into the side quest phase. Because like I don't have to do any of it, but I could pick any number of projects to mess around with. I should keep my eyes open and look for these gates. They're a little tricky to spot in here because the whole place is full of gates. Here we go. So they're spottable. Got double leather boots again last night. Oh man.
Watch your step.
Well, this week wasn't great. Took Mythic Sackbird. Not that great for me. Probably would have taken a heroic antenna. Yeah. I mean, there's always sockets. Although I've been carrying around a socket because I don't want to socket a hero track piece. I want to socket a myth track piece. But I'm going to need to get a myth track piece in a socketable slot. So. Which is basically what? Helms, bracers, or belts. And it's not bracers because I crafted those. So a myth helm or a belt are the only things that I would actually socket. There's maybe an argument to be made for just stick the thing in your hero helm. But you know the moment I do that, I'm going to get a myth track helmet. Does the male gang have normal boots? Yeah. Great analogy. Have you decided on it? Oh, side quests? I'm doing really little itty bitty things. Itty bitty little things for now. Although we did finally talk to a tradesperson. We're getting the heating looked at, and I decided to arrange to have an electrical safety inspection, just because I will sleep better at night after having an electrician give this place like a really thorough go over. figure out what's going on and how everything is, and if anything needs to be updated. Just to everything's working, but it's gonna help me sleep at night. Definitely a good idea. I agree with these priorities. Yeah. Sticking it in causes you to get an upgrade. That seems like a good deal. Oh, like if I jinxed the game into giving me mythic helmet. Yeah. Good place to start anyway. Although I'm getting itchy to paint, even though I'm not doing it yet. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna think, but I'm gonna start making like a little digital scrapbook and of ideas of what I might want to paint, because it's basically just the bedroom. It's a very loud color that I don't like, and I think it'll be really nice to get it a color that I pick out, but needs work. Oh, you know what I got though? Is I got hedge trimming equipment, and I discovered that I am almost tall enough to manage this hedge, but I'm gonna need a ladder, and because the ground is so uneven, I'm gonna need, at some point, what they call an orchard ladder, which is like a tripod ladder. It's got like the 2 feet on either side of the ladder part, and then there's one sort of pole at the back that supports it, which doesn't look like it would be very stable, but apparently they're the most stable thing that you can get for like uneven ground. Places use them to like pick orchard fruit and stuff like that. So I'm gonna need at some point to get something like that, but they're kind of tricky to find. They're kind of expensive. So I'm wondering if I can just like do it dangerously for me here, because I just want to take the top off this hedge so it doesn't get away from me. It's a good thing I'm tall to begin with, otherwise I would need a bigger ladder. Feeling cozy in your own room, pretty important. Yeah, so far, no electrical fires. We're happy with that. I was poking around the yard. I was doing some pruning in my garden. There's a lot of things planted in my garden that are like thorny, which is fine because I have gloves and I'm an adult and I can be careful. But it's a problem because my dog is obsessed with sticks. So if anything has been pruned off of a plant and it looks even vaguely like a stick, he's gonna want to chew it up. Which is great as long as it's not something that's going to give him a tongue piercing. Because he's basically just helping me shred my woody things for the compost, except that I can't give him like these rose stems or these blackberry stems or these raspberry stems. And like a lot of the stuff I need to prune is thorny. So I'm thinking about taking some of these things out. Not all of them, but I'm thinking about taking some of the stuff out and replacing it with something less thorny, just to make my life a little easier, because I jabbed myself in the thumb this morning. I was moving around the yard waste, and I had my gloves on, but I wasn't thinking, and I squeezed a little too hard, and I made myself a little hole in my thumb. It's very sad. I'm kind of fighting with roses right now on account of that. I sense many cries of moose. No, he doesn't know. I don't know if maybe he's got a tough mouth or something, because it hasn't actually, like, he's been running around with these things. And, like, he thinks it's a wonderful game of keep away, of like, oh, they want my stick. This is my favorite game. I'm going to run away and chew my stick. And he hasn't hurt himself yet, but, like, I don't know if he has, like, a tough tongue or what. I'm still worried about it. I'm still not letting him do it on purpose, but he does tend to find them, because even if it's not something that I've pruned, the people that lived here before had pruned, and they had used these like rose canes as stakes, and they had also kind of like tucked them in places. My dog keeps finding them, and oh, it's a flicker gate. I also keep finding things in the compost pile that are like for sure not compostable. But that's okay, I can dig. Ouchie. Speaking of pokey things, Anya, my doggo, thought that a yellow jacket was a toy. Oh, and it got her paw. Oh, poor baby. Did she get like a puffy foot? Oh, it's Kaveza, I think. Something that reminds me a lot of Kaveza. What's going on here? No, she's gone. Did I kill her? Kaveza's shadow clone yelled at me. That must have been something to do with the flicker gate that I opened. That's probably what happened. I was getting, speaking of yellow jackets, I was getting swarmed by not swarmed, I'm being dramatic. Followed persistently by wasps at the beach while I was fishing, and they only wanted me. They weren't going after my partner, they weren't going after our gear, they just wanted me, and they were all over me. And I'm not like terrified of wasps, but I don't like them. And, you know, you don't want to, like, swat at them and get them agitated, but I don't really want to let them land and walk around on me. So my only real plan whenever a wasp starts getting a little too confident is just to run away. So I did a lot of running around the beach from wasps. I didn't get stunned, but I don't think I looked particularly cool. Going past a flicker gate clearing elite, still upgrade the flicker gate loot. I don't know. They were trying to select a new queen. Maybe that was it. I was like, this is what I get for not showering before I came out here. I was like, I'm going fishing. I'm going to get stinky anyway. I'm just going to shower later after I get home. And then the wasps were like, And I thought, yeah, I'm sure I smell like the woods. I don't know if that's why they were all over me, but it was a thought that crossed my mind. Oh, she did. She was mostly very confused by it. She kept looking at her paw with confused ears. Oh. Mom, why did the fly bite me? I don't know how it hasn't happened to my dog yet. He has no sense, and there's a lot of wasps, but he somehow has not yet been stung in his 2.5 years of life. His day is probably coming eventually. Drink, which isn't really up here. I don't know why I'm full clearing. I just get kind of comfy in Delve sometimes and just keep going around and around. I suppose I want to go down to the next level. There's one more Nemesis pack up. It's funny to me that the Delve Flicker Gate can spawn the skip to the end room gate, but the skip to the end room gate can also spawn independently of the flicker gate. I guess I understand. It's just, it's more layers than I thought it was going to have. They keep getting in my house in a half-dead state, but luckily dogs and cat find them first, usually manage to not get stung. Oh, man. Any Nemesis pack down here? Well, there's a Drake over here. That's what I need. I guess I'm not going to be heartbroken if I don't finish the Nemesis packs. I'm going to do 3 11s, and then I guess an 8 would be the next most wise thing to do, unless I want the extra under coins or brand XP or something from doing like a 10 plus. I don't know that doing a 10 is really going to be that much slower than doing an 8. So we're ready to ride Zeronia and leave. Oh yeah, you gotta check. Sometimes there's sometimes the Nemesis pack is up top. You can usually see them because they've got their little funky disky thingies. But I don't see it. Maybe I missed it earlier. Phase cutter recharges. Oh no. I always do this. I expect the gates to work differently. I think they made them convenient so that you could just click the one that you got up to and it would continue to take you up. And I just assumed that it doesn't really click with the logic in my brain. Or the lack of logic in my brain. Anyway, we need to go up more. That one goes down, this one goes up. No, I think I missed getting the weekly quest. The weekly this week for me was Archive, so I think maybe that Delve weekly was last week, and I think I picked it up already. I could be mistaken, though. But we'll take a look in town after. For some reason, the addition of shortcut gates and flicker gates to the Nemesis packs has overcome my threshold for how many delve mini mechanics I can follow and pay attention to. Yeah, I don't blame you. I think that for me, the possibility that I might find a shortcut gate... Oh, there's the pack. I guess I'll do this pack first. The possibility that I might find a shortcut gate actually convinces me to do my 11s. Because, yeah, it might take me 20 minutes, but it could take me 8 minutes if I get really lucky. And I guess all I needed was that possibility to talk me into coming in and doing them. But yeah, they're a little... They do feel a tiny bit more complicated than they maybe need to be. Alright. I'm gonna save my PI just for the last boss. It's been kind of fun this patch just playing my main. I haven't really set up an ult at all this patch. And I can see a world where it's nice to do for the sake of gold and weeklies and whatnot, but for right now I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of pleased. What's another password? It feels easier and more manageable to kind of get everything I want to get done on my priest. And it means that everything I'm doing with like the best possible gear because none of my ults are ever going to be as geared as my main. Pretty much all of the gear that I'm ever going to get in a Mythic Plus or in a raid are going to go to my priest, so it's kind of nice to be doing all this stuff on this character, even if it means I'm burning a bajillion Valor Stones. Okay, no more Nemesis packs. We found our Flicker Gate. Oh, this one, that's right. So we've got a Tail Swipe. We've got Ethereal Reinforcement Sling. Are they coming? Oh yeah, they're zoning in now. Draconic Breath. Oh yeah, I'm a tiny bit better at this than I was last week because I realized you can spin around and give them the booty and miss. Don't mind me. The breath is definitely the most deadly one. Hang on, spin around and well, bam, there we go. I wasn't using the tail swipe before because I didn't realize that it was behind me. Makes you wonder why the dragon bosses that we fight are never doing the hokey pokey. Like, you know, we walk behind them all by ourselves, I suppose. Morning, everyone. Good morning. I hope you're having a lovely day today. The weather looks nice here. It looks like it's going to be a really nice day. I'm looking forward to the colors in the trees starting to change for autumn. I'm not like usually a huge fall person, but I'm gonna see if I can get into it this year. I'm mainly excited for spring. I want to do my spring garden, but we gotta do fall and winter first, so I may as well, I don't know, get into pumpkin spice or something and figure out how I'm gonna decorate for the holidays. There we go. Am I done? No, there is a rare, but they port me right back here. That's nice. Or not a rare, boss. The other kind of rare. I think you get good Titan Disc from doing delves, so I think I can do kind of double whammy in that way. Bran, are you alright? You're our healer, so you're gonna have to kind of heal yourself. Sometimes I'll walk over a Bran health potion And I'll expect it to also heal Bran, because that's how it works if you have like a hunter pet. Is you step on a potion and it also heals your pet. And I just forget that Bran is not my pet, I suppose. Okay, so he's really buffed up that thing. This is the guy that I need to kill. But it probably wouldn't hurt to finish the dragon, because he's just buffing it, and it's gonna get kind of scary. Time to go get ready for an appointment. Hope everyone has a great rest of their day. Thank you, Parody. I hope you have a wonderful appointment. Sometimes I underestimate these bosses. Not that it's hurting me or anything, but kind of thought it was going to be over by now. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Alright. We've got no dragon left. Now what are you going to do? He looks so funny to chef at. Oh, I got my PI back up. We've been here for 2 minutes? Oh dear. Delver's Journey. Some experience for Bran. He's level 86. What does he go to now? Does he go up to 100? I don't know what his new level cap is. 100, okay. I think I've gone the wrong way. I think I've run away from the rewards I have. Alright, well then he's getting there. We were in that one for 22 minutes and 28 seconds. I think that's pretty par for the course for me for an 11. I'm not fast at them. That's okay. I stopped pushing for keys since we are getting dinars for this patch. Just wait until then. Yeah. That's the thinking anyway. I'm gonna do this one. Champion loot. Some runed crests. Nemesis box had another curio and some more runed crests and some more undercoins. There's my gilded crests for the week. Or my first one anyway. I've got 2 more of those to get. Blue battered Aegis. This is good. It's getting my curios caught up. When I get all of them sorted, I think I might have a look at double question mark Kaivesa. I don't know though. We really got to be in the right mood for that. We've got all patched too. We're not in a huge hurry. And then I always check, and I don't know why, because he's not going to offer me anything different. Anyway, let's go pop back to Dornegal. Turn in the key. And maybe think about doing another delve. I'm having fun. Other day, Bran's tanking in Side Street Sluice. He ran upstairs to 3 different platforms and pulled about half the map 3 different times. Side Street Sluice is a bad one for that, I've found. That sucks. That Hearthstone was from, that's the redeployment module, and we got that last season from Overcharged Delves. But if you didn't, it should be available on the Undercoin vendor in the, here, in this area here. Yeah, it looks like I got that Delve weekly done last week, so nothing for me there. I like it though, it's a cool Hearthstone. Undercoins. Can I afford anything cool? Yes, okay, I have 5,000. So if I want, we can catch up. It's really only 2 weapons I'm missing from there. 3 uncollected appearances, 2 appearances for your class, and 4 for other classes. 2, 5, 1. Alright. Let's do the one that has 5 missing appearances. These things, for whatever reason, really don't want to learn from me. I'm going to reload. Hair's getting longer, Bob Hazelera. Yeah, I straightened all of it and not just my bangs for the first time in a while. The back part is just about reaching my shoulders. if it's straight. Never saw that before. Do delves a lot? It was an achievement that we got last patch for doing each overcharge delve once, I think is where the redeployment module came from. Or maybe even just 4. For Kaveza, might as well wait for the giant boost thing. Yeah. There we go. Now it'll learn. Nitroclad kit. Okay. I had another thought while I was in there, but I forgot what it was. I think it was just checking to make sure I didn't need that Delve Weekly, which we didn't. We're good. Let's go do another one, I think, while we have our buffs up. I got that Hearthstone I never noticed. There you go. Congrats. It's like a brand new surprise. Saves you some undercoins. See what else is bountiful today. I don't know if there's any delve achievements that I'm like particularly close to. No, not really. I guess when we get Brand to level 90, we'll get 90 points, 90 achievement points for that. I didn't realize achievements were given so many points these days, or like that there were some achievements that were given that many points. That's kind of news to me. They see the smoky sunrise this morning. I actually moved out of the city a couple of weeks ago. Air quality's been pretty bad though, so I definitely feel ya. Using an enlightened Hearthstone for ages that I don't usually care about. That looked fun. Okay, I can't get anything good. I was just double checking. I never know what's going on with the Koresh rep. I think we're at 16. No, it's just bracers. 17 is cosmetic weapons and tools. That might be kind of cool. 18 is the rune. I don't think I'm getting the rune. I think I'm going to keep my gold. Okay, so we did Archival Assault. We have Dread Pit, Skittering Breach, and Waterworks. Let's do Dread Pit. Let's head over this way. How many undercoins now? Huh. Oh. Getting turned around. Alright, so I still got all my buffs. Those are good. We're gonna do this on an 11. Still, yeah, I haven't got my bounty yet. I'm just hoping that the map spawns because I don't want to buy the thing. It'll kick in eventually. Let's see how long this one takes us. We've got a Nemesis pack right here. I don't see my flicker gate yet, but what does this do? Throw a device that will distract any nearby Scarden. Well, I need these things. You guys been enjoying any non-WoW games while we're waiting for the next thing around the corner? I know I'm not waiting for player housing. I've got lots of stuff to do here, but I'm not waiting for player housing. And I've been enjoying Stardew Valley. I'm doing a Stardew Valley replay through because of course I am. And then I just started poking around in RuneScape Wilds. There's like a survival crafting. Flabby bought it for me. We're poking around in there. We're just one day in, but it's kind of cool so far. Wait for Remix. Remix, right. I don't know how I keep forgetting that Remix is coming. That's probably not too far away, huh? Found a bit of gold. Helldivers 2 and Rogue Trader have been my go-to games, depending on if I'm feeling a shooter or an RPG. Nice. Archival Assault, my favorite delve so far ever. I think it might be mine too. It's kind of tied with Side Street Sluice, because Sluice has like fun stories, and it's nice and compact. But Archival Assault, I feel like I don't know what it is that I like about it, to be honest. Maybe it's broken down into little areas that feel completable to me. Like it feels like you're on, like each floor feels like a little bite-sized piece. So I don't get so overwhelmed by seeing like, oh gosh, we have all of this to clear. Maybe it feels more manageable? I don't know. Looking at a cozy game called Little Witch in the Woods. Other than that, excited for the release of Bye Sweet Carol. Might pick up 14 or Guild Wars 2 again. Don't know yet. Kind of miss TFT. Oh, ouchie. Brand's got my back. I think that remnant is probably something I should kill. There we go. Same time, don't really want to jump back into another MMO right now. Yeah, that's fair. So much exploration. Deep Rock Galactic Survivor dropped their 1.0 release today. Playing it right now. Nice, nice. I had some thoughts about eventually, when I feel like I'm out of games to play, picking up Satisfactory again. I never finished my first playthrough, and I think there might be another patch or something that came out since the last time I played it. Feels true. To the surprise of nobody. Hard stuff. Very good, very good. Are you feeling comfier with the season now that you've spent a little more time with it? I never made it past, I haven't been playing it, so I never made it past my, like, initial confusion with the new meta. Are you feeling better about it now that you're, like, used to it? I love Satisfactory stream. I don't even remember what I was doing in Satisfactory. Building a bunch of stuff. Uh-oh. Oh, we're gonna get on the other side. I don't want to get knocked off the edge. That scared me. I think my spleen just got smaller. More focused on getting caught up in my reading goal than playing anything. Fair enough, fair enough. What are you reading? I've been reading Pride and Prejudice, and I was complaining last week about how it was kind of boring and I wasn't sure I was going to finish it, but I made it past the halfway point, and Mr. Darcy finally spoke up, and it's interesting again. It was just the first half was kind of slow, so I'm back into it. It happened right when I was like really tired too, and I wanted to go to sleep, but I couldn't do it because, you know, we waited through half of this book, and he finally confessed his feelings, and it was terribly exciting. During season 1, this wraith killed me multiple times. Ultimate Orange Blood Apocalypse. Okay. Why is this purple? Do I need it for anything? Machine speakers rescued. I know I have a Scarden Lure. I'm not very good at this story. I've done it before, but it doesn't mean I know what I'm doing. There's my flicker gate, looks like. I don't know. I know you don't need to kill all this stuff, but like, what if I end up doing it anyway? Kaiviz is Shadow Clone, so that's what I found last time. An ARC for a book coming out next month. Cry Voidbringer by Elaine Ho. I think I've heard of Elaine Ho. Comfy with it, not my favorite meta. The high armor heroes get easier quests, so it is often best to take the less interesting heroes. Oh, I wasn't paying enough attention. I wonder if I would enjoy that, because I actually like a lot of the high armor heroes because I'm a bad player, so I like some of the bad heroes. You know, like I never pass up a chance to play Jiraxis even though he kind of sucks. Okay, so it doesn't matter that I died at the Shadow Clone, right? Like we're still cool. Everything's fine. I don't need to loot anything over there? Oh no, the Shadow Clone is still over there. Okay. Alright, let's pay attention this time. I think I just didn't turn to look at the thing. Kind of important.
Spirit incoming.
Okay, it's just 2 of them. Okay, okay. Any machine speakers over there? Oh, there's some there's a mislaid curiosity. Patchwork's like a top 5 hero. Yeah. I pretty much always take Patchwork, but that's because in duos it's kind of, you'd be a bit silly not to. Oh, we're rescuing them from here. Oh, did I leave any up over there? No, I think I got them all. I think we're okay. Hello, Hazel. Hello, Django. How you doing today? Happy Wednesday. Okay. This is tricky when you're like distracting some of the mobs, but you're fighting other ones of the mobs. And you've got like your Pax Form pack, but you've also got like your little quest objective. It's a little a little tricky. Like, Brand's fighting this one. It's fine. I know we can kill him anyway. Should I use any of these, like, weird delve thingies? Roots, enemies. Maybe I'll try it on this pack up here. Another corpse heal. Did it do anything? Oh yeah, they got rooted for a second. I don't think that's worth it. Only released one other book like 10 years ago. Does a lot of artwork for authors. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else then. That's exciting though. Looked up her IG. Has Tyrande Malfurion artwork on her feed. Oh, cool. I always forget to use them, then I wind up with stacks of them in my bags. I used to just auto vendor them, but then I turned off scrap because it was getting rid of stuff that I wanted to keep. So now I have to vendor them myself manually, like a peasant. Or I just pick them out of my bags and delete them while I'm waiting for stuff to happen. Like if I'm waiting for like to pull a boss in a raid or whatever, I clean out my bags like I'm cleaning my fingernails. It's like, well, this can go, and this can go, and this is gross. Get this thing out of here. But dinner on, some mac and cheese in the oven, crisping up. Ooh, fancy. Look at you baking a mac and cheese. Do you put anything, do you have like a secret ingredient? I guess it can't be that secret or you wouldn't tell me. But I know lots of people like a different thing. Like I use beer mustard in mine. People like paprika. People sometimes like hot sauce. Some people go for bacon. I love a good blue cheese. Everybody's got like a thing for the mac and cheese. Some people just like it straight up, just cheddar. How often do you clean your keyboard? It depends on how often I notice that it's gross. I wouldn't say it's on like a timer. I don't have an alarm that goes off my phone that goes beep, 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 beep. Sanitize. Purify. It's just if I'm cleaning like my office in general, which is usually if I start noticing dust and I see that it's kind of yucky, I'll take it apart and clean it. But I, after having done that a handful of times, have realized how gross it gets. So I make efforts to not eat at my desk. And my cat doesn't really walk on my desk anymore either. She'll get on my lap, but she doesn't get up on my desk much. And those two things were most of what was depositing general debris into my keyboard, was eating at my desk and the cat. So it still needs doing, but maybe not quite as much. I do find I dust a lot more in this place because the natural light is so much better here that I guess I can just use this, huh? The natural light is so much better here that I can see more dust, which makes me want to clean it. Have you read any Robin Hobb? I don't think that I have. The names come up before, though. I think someone's recommended them. How often do you clean your keyboard? Check our back at you. Do you have like a schedule? Do you have like an annual or biannual or monthly like desk cleaning day? Because I do love the feeling of a good clean desk. Like that's satisfying. It's not that hard to like take stuff off of it and like wipe it down and shine everything up. I guess a keyboard deep clean is a bit of a project, but it's really satisfying having everything put together like it's brand new. Curious to see how long this delve takes me, because I was noodling around for a while before I found the gate. But we were still definitely only like halfway done the objective, so I think it'll still be faster than normal. This is one of those funny gates that you find independently of the Flickr game. Like to put stewed tomatoes in my mac and cheese. Like canned ones, or do you stew them yourself? That's interesting. That would be yummy, actually, because they're just a little... Anything with a little bit of an acidic kick to it does a really good job at waking up, like, a cheese sauce. That's what I like mustard for. I get the fire-roasted canned tomatoes, and I like using those for my chili. And the chili is not the same without them. I won't even make it if I can't find the fire-roasted tomatoes anywhere. I haven't tried fire-roasting them myself. I just buy them, but... Okay, hang on, hold on. One moment. No! My potions, they expired. It's okay, he gave you new ones. Uh-oh. I keep tabbing out by accident. That's no good. I think it's just my fingers. Alright. Nearly finished here. Powdered mustard, bit of onion powder, bit of American cheese, seriously sharp cheddar. Sometimes add Asiago, even a bit of blue cheese. Nice. I started out with the powdered mustard, and then I was like, what happens if I add just like a teaspoon of like the good stuff? Like actual like liquid whole grain, not liquid, but like fresh whole grain beer mustard, and it was so good. A bit of curry, that I have not done. I have not done a curry mac and cheese. I still keep the dry mustard, and sometimes I use both. But mostly because I bought a really big thing of powdered mustard, and I don't want to throw it out. There we go. That finishes that. Will they get mad at me if I'm like sneaking past them here? I use can, don't have time to stew my own. Also like to put macaroni in my chili. Got a good chili recipe from a D&D cookbook. Took it to festival with me last month, added macaroni and shared it. Nice. Wanted to try it with some Dijon instead. Yeah, whatever you have, honestly. I've made it with Dijon. I've made it with even just like yellow like French's, like the standard like hot dog mustard. You don't want to use too much of it. Or maybe you do, I don't know you. But you start with like a tiny bit and then you taste your sauce and just see how you're feeling. It's fun. I love cooking because you can kind of mad scientist and, you know, you can do whatever you want. There's no one else in there. It's your kingdom. All right, we got Curios. Fantastic. Love the rainbow trails. Thank you. Those are from my... Oh, hang on. I almost missed this. It was hiding. Good XP for Brand. I almost missed, what's that? What was this in? Oh yeah, Rainbow Trails. It's from a prismatic bauble. Potluck this weekend. Someone served mac and cheese with crumbled poutine flavored potato chips. So what, like cheese curds and gravy? But with like chips instead of fries? Oh. Are you good at using the terrain to damage them? No. Oh, can't say that I am. Okay. That's already my home. I wanted to vendor some stuff though. Get rid of a couple of things here. Those are the champion things I got from my last elf. I don't really need any of this. I think I'm just going to vendor it for gold. Oh, store-bought potato chips, just poutine flavored. Oh. Were they good? It sounds a little concerning. I'd imagine most mad scientists don't taste what they're working on. Could be wrong. You guys are making me hungry, and I had a good breakfast. I made hash browns this morning. They were a little extra spicy though. I did maybe a little too much paprika, and maybe with the paprika, maybe I didn't need to do the hot sauce. Spicy hash browns. Instead of breadcrumbs on top. I've done like a baked tuna casserole with like a layer of like crumbled chips on top instead of breadcrumbs. Which is not like a healthy thing to eat, but it's yummy. It's nice on a really cold day. So let's do another one. I'm having fun with the delves, and I feel like I want to do them while I have my raid buffs up. You know, get as much mileage out of this flask as I can. Skittering Breach and Waterworks. Let's do Waterworks. Get her done. I haven't done a lot of Waterworks, so I feel like I'm bad at it, which is why I want to do it. Need some practice. It's funny to me that the Waterworks is not a water delve. How did raid go? Raid. Raid is tonight. I haven't done it yet. Unless you mean last week. Last week we did, Heroic Demencius. We killed Heroic Demencius. I don't know why I keep saying mythic. This is my tongue wants to lie. We did Heroic Demencius and we killed him. Congrats on Mythic Demencius, yeah, thank you. Oh boy. Yeah, no, we got him cleared on our clear night last week. I don't know what we're doing this week. I'll show up and see. We've got some pretty important people away, so we may or may not end up getting anything together. Yeah, Hall of Fame Hazel. Killed Salad King on Saturday, then re-cleared in 90 minutes last night. Bit of Demi time. More on Saturday. Nice. How do you feel about him? Achievement run? I'm not usually the person that coordinates that, so if someone else does an achievement run and invites me to it, then I will go, but I'm not floating any ideas. I'm like a show up and do my best kind of player. Honestly, the person that used to coordinate our achievement runs isn't with the guild anymore, so I don't even know if we're going to do those anymore. That might be a thing of the past. We're heading over that way. Has anyone run into a situation where the game has told you that you upgraded all of your Delves Vault slots to hero, but it turned out that you didn't? Oh. No, that's annoying. That sounds like a really annoying display bug. Quite a bit different than normal. Big step up. Raid is not great at personal responsibility mechanics like moving to drop puddles. Yeah. It's hard. If you can make it through the first two phases, like if you can make it through the platforms, you can get to phase 3. The rest of the fight comes together pretty quick. Phase 3 is much easier than phases 1 and 2. But it's hard. We have our raid leader telling us when the puddles are coming so we can move to drop them ahead of time, and then that like we get a heads up in Discord every single time the puddles are coming because we need it because we struggle with that too, and it's really annoying if you get puddles dropped in the wrong place. I feel you. Oh, they just posted Legion Remix news October 7th. After I get through this delve, I'll pull it up and see if there's any other anything else that we want to learn about. Oh, hang on. If it's not smoked, it's not Gouda. Is that just something that brand says, or is it a meme from somewhere else in the world? Because I've started buying smoked Gouda when I buy Gouda. Whoever was advertising to me, it was effective, and it has worked. It's kind of fun now. I've started doing it. I could see myself doing my like a batch of delves once a week. Brand undercover. Working for Big Cheese. Listen, how do you think he can afford all those hats? So it looks like we got a Nemesis pack over there. Gotta do those just in case we don't get a skip to the end gate. It's a pun that predates Brand, but I'm not sure. It must. Sometimes my astral antenna Orbeez scare me. Sometimes I'm like, should I be running away from this? They feel vaguely ominous.
Gruntle.
Speaking of food and cooking, I got a wok for my birthday, a carbon steel wok. It was a very nice gift. And I took it on its maiden voyage last night and made a stir fry. And it is so much easier to stir fry vegetables nicely with the correct size pan. Because before, all I ever had was like saucepans that were kind of like undersized. So you would just end up steaming your veggies. Like they would always get mushy because it was, and I always had way too many for the pan size, and I would always overcrowd the pan because I was too impatient to do it in like 7 matches. It was the whole thing. And it did a really good job. Although I used so much broccoli, and I managed to cook it all, but then I ate too much of it, and then my tummy was a little unhappy with me because it's not used to that much vegetables at a time. I forgot about my current level of life degeneracy when I tried to eat that much, and I had regrets. Can you tell John Blizzard that we want a toy/companion pet of that moth so it can just sit in our heads? Oh. Like the little, Daisy sits on your back. I normally raid lead for my guild, dealing with some medical stuff, so I can't. Still trying to figure out how to handle call-outs for the last 2 heroic grade bosses. Yeah, they're pretty important, too.
Watch your step.
Oh, the trinket moth. Does it summon a moth? I've just been seeing the little Orbeez. I didn't know there were moths. Or are we talking about a different trinket?
Step. Watch your step.
Look at your head. It must not be up right now. I'll keep an eye on it. Oh, that moth. Is it cute or is it kind of upsetting? On one hand, it's sort of elegant, and on the other hand, it's a large bug. Okay, I'm bringing this totem with me. I like moths, so I think it's cute. I don't think I ever noticed that there was a moth on my head before. I think that's news to me. I think you guys taught me something new today. Alright, we're after another pile of treasure. Astral antenna, apparently. Maybe 1 or 2 more gear upgrades with the gilded crests from thingy. I have not very many resonance crystals. 10k. It's going to be a struggle just to get the resonance crystal mounts from Koresh. I think that's why I'm so broke, is because I bought one of them, the Ruby Void Creeper. Happy. I don't know why I picked that up. I wasn't done with it. Oh, a skippy gate, a skippy gate. This is terribly exciting. Okay. I don't need to go over there and do that Nemesis pack. I can skip it. I think. Man, I gotta set up the... I was talking about this last week, and I still haven't done it, so I'm just talk the big game, but I want to set up the pet webcam again. I have a little tripod somewhere I can pull out for it, and, because Miss Kira is sleeping on the bed, and she's so cute. She's so sweet. Oh, it's someone's grave. Here lies Brilliant. I did move. I bought a house. New Hazelnutty HQ. Nice. People are telling me that with I guess it makes sense because it's all the same stuff in the background, but that the room looks pretty much the same as it's always done. Things get shuffled around a little bit, but I guess it makes sense. It's not like the room has a whole lot of character, or like my room has ever had a whole lot of character. It's just been like the bedroom of various rentals, and now I picked the most neutral bedroom I had here. Oh, I should get this one if I can. Okay, and then I should get this one. Oh, sorry. There was a flicker gate that was right by the ethereal gate. That's what I was getting. Any advantage to finishing the delve normally if there's a gate? I don't believe so. People were telling me that taking the ethereal gate gives you basically the equivalent of the best possible loot. Potentially with the exception of, if there's...
Interrupt.
I didn't actually fight Zephyr. I don't know what he does. If you missed a flicker gate cache separately from the ethereal gate, which can happen, then you might miss that one. But even though it's just like some other coins, it's not a huge deal. It should maximize your rewards for you. Like, you don't need to go do the extra nemesis packs or anything. I think it's just faster to take the gate if you find him. But this is exciting. This will save me a bunch of time. You seem to find them pretty often too, or at least I do. Oh, hey. Alright, so Zephyr's gone. Now it's Underpin. Playing WoW since 05 and 06, and I'm not bored, but I feel like I'm getting stale. I don't like Mythic Plus, farm transmog, pets, mounts, etc. What can keep me interested more? So you're looking for another WoW project that is not collecting. I mean, you could gear up a character and you could do combat progression that's not Mythic Plus. You could work on delves. You could push delves up to 11s and gear out a character doing that and work on the item level week to week. And you could kind of try it on a couple of different alts to see which class really speaks to you. For that purpose. Oh, yeah. What was the answer? Nah, you can just beeline straight for the gate. There's nothing really serious you're gonna miss for not finishing the delve. I don't think there's any advantage. Can't wait for Remix in the 7th. It's so soon too. Hey Hazel, how are you? Hello Angela. I'm doing well today. How are you? Treasure fan. All right. Yeah, I want to catch up on that remix post just as soon as I'm out of this delve. We're just about at the end of it. We got our coffer. I'm hoping I find my map. I didn't want to like buy the thing. So I've been hoping that I would just trip on it. Nice big batch of stuff here. What is the most different thing? You love your warrior and demon hunter. Probably a caster. Because those are both melee classes. So if there was a ranged, like maybe a ranged pet class, like a warlock or something, might be a bit different. Or if like hunter speaks to you, priest or mage. Let's see here. So I'm going to take her back to Dornegal, turn in my weekly. Yeah, healer would be different too, that's true. Yeah, really different would be going heals. Healer delve is alright. I don't know, I get kind of bored waiting for Bran to do stuff.
Extended supply of goods for
that one. And render those. Learn this. Oh man, doing 11s gives Bran tons of experience. I'm happy with that. I like turning these ones in because sometimes they give you lots and lots of gold.
I read about this.
1.6k, but 900 resonance crystals. Of course, an extra coffer key. Some cash. Just want a new challenge. I mean, there's always your Data for Azeroth account ranks. You can compete against other people on your server to try to have the best collection of Mog or mounts or pets or achievements or toys or whatever it may be. All of the above. That's all. That'll always keep you busy. But it sounds like you've been collecting stuff already. You might be all over it. Let's see. A friend of mine finished tailoring last week. One of like 6 total that have every pattern. Holy. What are you doing here? 1900 undercoins.
The answers are here. I can feel it. The truth is out there.
I can buy 2 restored coffer keys per week. Do I want it? Do I want to? I have 17. Happy Wednesday, Hazel and Chat. Happy Wednesday. Telling Brandon likes to run away and get stuck in water in side streets. Man, he's gotten me into some goofs in side streets for sure. Okay, 2,000 undercoins for a key. I don't think so. I think I have enough keys. I'm gonna save my undercoins until at least I've caught up on the old sets here. Watched someone on YouTube that was zone locked until they collected everything, and that looked half fun and half keyboard breaking. Buy keys is nice for alts. Yeah. Alright, I want to check out this post. Also, you want to say hi to the kitty cat? Kitty, do you want to say hi to the people? She's cute. She loves that. Friend-shaped apex predator. Nice baby girl. I gave her a good brushing. And then she was like half mad about it, but then half like leaning into it and purring. And then Moose came over and he was jealous of the attention, even though he doesn't even like it when I brush him. And then he started grooming her. And then I told him he wasn't helping because it was a little too much. Okay. Let's... Oh yeah, that's right. I got distracted again. I wanted to pull up that post that they just put out. I'm gonna find a link to it. Original. WorldofWarcraft.com. One second. There we go. Legion Remix and the 11.2.5 content update goes live October 7th. Get ready for fast, frenetic fun in Legion Remix as you meet up with the Infinite Dragonflight once more, level new characters, and earn a variety of items to add to your collection. We're turning things up a notch during the War Within Season 3 with increased rewards and improvements to help you gear up your warband with Turbo Boost. Explore the updated cooldown manager. So, 11.25. October 7th. So, Remix Heroic World Tier. Oh yeah, that's right. That's part of Remix. I was like, hang on, huh? Obelisks, Order Halls, Keystones, New and Legacy rewards, right? Okay, so this is the Remix launch. This whole graphic is just Remix. That took me a second to figure out. And then, okay, so it launches on the 7th. And then on the 21st, you get Return to Kara Nighthold, the Suramar campaign. The 4th gives you Broken Shore, Tomb of Sargeras. The 18th gives you Argus. And then on the 9th of December, there's opportunities to catch up on all of it in case you didn't get around to it until then. Create a time runner. Replay the entire Legion expansion at an accelerated pace. So October 7th until December. Yeah. Players will collect power, face epic challenges, earn a mountain of cosmetics. 12 dungeons, 1 mega dungeon, 5 raids, all of the Legion campaign quests, local stories, world quests, Cloud Sorter Hall campaigns, and artifact quest lines, Legion assaults, invasion points, withered training, and more. All weekly lockouts, rep gains, and Cloud Sorter Hall missions are accelerated. It sounds like it's going to be like more work than you'd think. Even with those things accelerated, it doesn't mean they're going to be a complete gimme. What's new in Legion Remix? New gameplay systems with an eye towards capturing the spirit of the original Legion experience. So, artifact weapons. Instead of the Cloak and Gem from Pandaria, we're going all in on artifacts. Every artifact weapon shares a powerful trait tree, so this tree, and you'll choose a path to go along. Nature, Fell, Arcane, Storm, or Holy. You will not be locked, and you can respec at any time. Control-click to spend your infinite power purchasing towards your selected point, or control right-click to refund it, okay? Also find jewelry along the way that lets you add ranks to traits from any path, taking ranks from other paths, or boosting your chosen path. Mix and match to customize your weapon. Inspired by Diablo, Heroic World Tier is a new way to play outdoor content. Turnus is experimenting. She's empowering creatures to have more health, more damage, and sometimes affix-like buffs. Empowering their difficulty rewards while you encounter tougher foes. If you can overcome them, you get more stuff. Okay, so just harder outdoor stuff sometimes. Power up Time Warped Obelisk. Temporary powerful buffs. Keystones. Bringing back most of the affixes. Each day you can choose a new research assignment to undertake. You can bank up to 6 days of quests. So you could do it like once a week if you want. On the weekends, you'll be ready to go. Lots of loot. Fel-infused class mounts. Shar-inspired robe. Never before released mounts, transmog sets, and more. Legacy rewards include rare raid transmogs, Lothian Prowler, Shackled Urzel, Violet Spellwing. New titles like Chrono Scholar, The Infernal, and Of the Infinite Chaos. So bronze coming back as currency for cosmetics, but you won't upgrade gear from bronze. Upgrades will drop from content instead, so you're not choosing, which is great. Harder content, higher drop chance for upgrades. 5 new character slots. And you can at any time transfer a remix character back to the War Within once. You can't wiggle them back and forth, but you can pull them to retail whenever you want. It will clear a quest log, grant you level appropriate gear. It's a one-way trip. Characters must be 24 hours old before they can be converted to standard. Okay. Rolling out new Legion content, 2 remix every 2 weeks. Start things off with the original launch content. Each release will bring new content and new rewards. I'm probably going to try to keep up with it as they come out with it. Otherwise, I'm going to get really overwhelmed trying to catch up. And they have the schedule. And separate from that, tacked on to the end of the remix post, 11.25 in the War Within. So meanwhile, back at the ranch, Turbo Boost. So Hero and Myth upgrade tracks will get 2 extra upgrades from 6 to 8. Crafted items will be recraftable with an augmentation matrix for additional power. Oh, goody. That's what I wanted, is stuff to recraft the stuff I've crafted so far. Soon after the release, Mythic Plus drop rates. Increased drop rates for Warband until equipped gear from Keys and Raid. Transferable Valor Stones. Dinars again. Puzzle and Cartel chips. And earnable Catalyst charges. So the Cartel chips, all of this is not with the release of 11.25 on October 7th, but soon after, whatever that means. Hero and Mythstruck upgrade tracks will be right away, though. Cooldown manager's coming. Yeah, alright. Oh, York Alone, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Earnable Catalyst charges, that's new. And shiny. Yeah, I wonder if there's going to be a cap or if they're basically like infinitely earnable. It didn't say it was capped. Please don't make me do Withered Training Bliss. Yeah, I'm hoping that there's like a lot of this content that they're bringing back for Remix is just different ways of earning the same bronze that you use to buy all your stuff, so you can kind of like do some things and leave other things alone, depending on what seems like fun for you. I'm hoping that they don't make us do all of it to get all of the rewards. I would love to be able to skip, for example, Withered Army training, especially because I don't need a Lothian Prowler. I got it last time. We've lived that life already. But we'll see. I'll you know, I'm a big sucker. I'll do whatever they want me to. It's not like I have a spine. Keep hoping for a surprise post, surprise mage turret weapons. I think they specifically confirmed they weren't doing that. I always felt that Legion should have been and had the chance to be different, but then it fizzled out. Legion could have been better. Okie dokie. I want to do one more delve. I should probably, in just about a minute here, I'm going to get myself out to the next delve. I think it was Skittering Breach. I'm not going to get any more Gilded Crests, but I could get... I guess it's just good experience to do them on 11? Everybody do them on 10. I don't know. Yeah, let's take this up to Myth 3. Still hope for a mind change at some point. Gotcha. You never know, I suppose. Vendor that one. Once you're done with Gilded Crest, I think the move is to run them on tier 8. I don't get any extra, like, brand experience or anything. I'm after brand XP. I'm after undercoins. But you're right. I do have all my Gilded, so I know that it wouldn't benefit my vault. I think a 10 or 11 might give me more brand XP. Although, if I'm going to keep doing these every week, then I'm probably going to get my brand finished anyways, because he's at 86 or something already. Hours and hours in Legion for the Pathfinder did a lot. 11 for brand XP if you care. Okay. Maybe we'll do that, because it wasn't that bad. And we were able to skip it a little bit anyway. I wanted to look at achievements as well, but I am going to take a short break first. I will be right back. Okie dokie. Cat seatbelt. Beep, 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 beep. Scooching very carefully here. Oh, I still want to do my my world quest and my weeklies. Hi. But I want to do this one last bountiful delve. I've been getting here. Let me see. I got about 55k brand experience for my 11. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an 8. See if it feels faster, or if it is faster, I guess, because it's been taking me 15 to 20 minutes to do the 11s. See if it's faster, and then also see how much different the XP is. Because, I don't know. Wonder which version of ANR will show up in Antorus during Remix. I don't skip stuff if I can help it, even if I hate it. Yeah, the Maw was probably the worst zone that I've seen for my own. I skipped it until much later. Launch Maw was no fun. WAD was my least favorite X pack. Remember logging in at launch and just thinking, what is this? I actually really liked WAD at launch. Liked early Maw with the eye mechanic. Well, there's something for everybody. Or there's somebody for everything, maybe. Hi. Nice kitty. It's a good thing I'm not allergic. I don't think. Confront speakers in. So I'm going to keep an eye out as we go through here for the gates. Oh, it was fine once the eye was gone. WAD at launch was stuck on a flight point into Garrison. I guess the WAD launch was very technically buggy. I do remember that. Like, the servers kind of died. And it took a couple of weeks for them to become smooth again. Because I think some people had to give up and stop trying to log in. And I think that was also what made Blizzard come up with, like, realm sharding to the extent that we have it today. It was just the fact that they had no other plans for how to make things not die. Let's see. Woohoo! Jump over that. Gonna do our pack here. Oh, I was not a big fan of Shadowlands. I remember Shadowlands was the expansion they were announcing at the last BlizzCon that I went to in person.
Watch your step.
It was very exciting at the time, although I remember people were concerned even when they had just first announced it about feeling boxed into a covenant that they didn't like aesthetically, like having to choose between the aesthetics of your covenant and the power of your covenant. People were not happy, basically from announcement, and also right up until they chilled and decided to let you flip your covenant at will. Right up until the ripcord got pulled, there was a fair amount of pretty well-deserved discontent. I don't know. I could come up with a least favorite expansion. Things I like and dislike about all packs, but for me, BFA might have been my least favorite. Wrath wasn't really my vibe. Partly because I was new and confused, and I didn't like feeling confused. And partly just because it was all very, like, serious. It took itself very seriously. It was very cold. It was a little bit more grim. A lot of the armor and the aesthetics of Wrath were very much, like, brutal brown, I don't know, old wood-looking stuff. It was not... And I didn't really care about the Lich King story, so it was not really made for me. Of all the X-Packs I played, I think Wrath was probably my least favorite. And it was the first one. It was the longest to go. Why was Pandaria hated expansion? I mean, it's gotten glazed a lot since then. But at the time, people were feeling that it was too childish. There was a lot of Kung Fu Panda memes and jokes. People thought that it looked too cartoony and not adult enough. And were concerned about the faction storyline being downplayed in favor of, like, just poking around farming and stuff. They thought it was too goofy and it was getting Disney-fied. If you go back, however many years you would need to go back, there are a lot of threads to that effect on, like, MMO Champion and the kind of places people gather to complain about stuff. But it's been pretty well received after the fact, because people realized that the raids were amazing and it was a great era for PvP, and you know, the zones were incredible, and there's a lot of good stuff going for it. What made you start playing WoW? So I was in high school. I was 16 years old, and all of my friends were nerds, as was I. But they would not shut up about WoW. They all played WoW, and they would not stop talking about it. And I got sick of sitting through hour-long lunch breaks, listening to them talk about stuff that happened in Raid last night and having no idea what any of it meant. It was so boring, and I felt so left out that eventually I was like, you know what? Fine! And I picked up the game so I could play with them, so I could figure out what the hell they were talking about. No one can't reach loot on top of the table. For me, a game like WoW, where the game is full fantasy, farming, weird mounts, never found a problem with Pandaria. Yeah, I didn't have an issue with it either. I didn't even do endgame content in Pandaria. I leveled alts and I did pet battles, and that was like my whole gig. Any luck? No. No gate from that. Do you still play with those people? No. As it turned out, even once I started playing, they didn't really want me to raid with them because I wasn't good yet. Because I was brand new at the game, and they didn't have a ton of patience to shepherd around a new player. So it wasn't the dream that I kind of had in mind. They all quit in, like, Kata, or basically leading up to Kata, and moved on, and I didn't stay in touch with any of them. It's not the most heartwarming story ending. Happens, though. I ended up playing on my own and making new friends. And I kind of bounced around, trying to talk people that I hung out with into playing WoW for a few years, until eventually I ended up with my current guild. And then I made some friends in sort of WoD era. I met like Ben and Flabby and Silver Kitty and them from PvPing during WoD. And I don't really PvP anymore, but I still hang out with them. Yeah, the beginning was cute. Yeah. To be totally fair to them, I don't think I was playing at a level that would have been conducive to the raiding they were doing. And I didn't really understand that at the time. I don't remember what level of raid they were doing, but I was, you know, it was my first MMO, really. It was my first MMO that I spent, like, a bunch of time in. I didn't have an extensive background of playing games like that. I didn't grow up on EverQuest or RuneScape or anything. I was trying to figure out WASD. I was getting booted out of pug raids for not knowing what was going on. I did not have a smooth entry to the game. Yeah. Good guild makes all the difference. Yeah. I played with a few different groups of people over the years. In Firelands, I decided I finally wanted to start raiding. It was after my high school friends had already like moved on. And I was kind of sick of just like playing by myself, so I decided to get myself geared and practiced, and I like watched all the Fat Boss guides and trialed for a normal raiding guild or whatever. I don't remember what the difficulty levels were like back then. It was before they added flex rating. So I guess that they had normal and they had heroic, but that was it, maybe? Because I don't think they had mythic rating yet either. So I trialed for, I guess, a normal rating guild, because I don't think it would have been heroic. I don't really remember the details, but I remember they were currently progging on Major Domo Staghelm when I trialed with them and eventually joined them. And I was so tense. I was sweating so hard, playing with all of my might, trying to do well enough to justify keeping a spot in that guild, because I really badly wanted people to play with. Kira butt. You want help down, baby? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, well you can jump on your own if you like. Okay. There you go. There's a rug down there now, so she's got a bit of a softer landing. I like helping her when I can, but she she gets titchy about it. Wow, do you remember how long we just had 1 or 2 raid difficulties? I can't keep like the history of it straight anymore. I guess I don't try. It's not important that I remember, you know, what they used to be, but I know LFR started in Dragon Soul. I know Flex started in Siege of Orgrimmar. And at the time, Flex was like a big deal that you could have a variable raid size, and up until that point, you had what, specifically 10 or 25 man normal and heroic? I don't know. I guess it's kind of crazy that we've held on to the same setup that we've had for so many years, and it's been so stable, because before then it used to change. I feel like the current sort of arrangement works pretty good. You know, you've got your LFR, you've got your normal and heroic that are both flexible in size, and then the 20-man mythic. I like it. I think they did something right. Am I nearly finished here? My goodness. This one is taking longer, but I think it's just because I didn't happen to get lucky and find a gate. Also, I'm going to run into the problem where I lingered too long and I killed too much trash in this middle section, and I'm going to be having to sneak past some more stuff. Oh yeah, story mode. I don't really count story mode, though. It's not a raid difficulty in the same... It's almost more of... I don't know. If you could do the entire raid in story mode, then I would kind of count it. But it doesn't give any loot, and it's not the entire raid. It's just so people can finish, like, the story quest. That's all. It's a good thing for the game, but I don't really think, oh man, we have 5 difficulties of raid now. I don't really count it like that. It would be like saying, oh man, there's a 6th difficulty because you could just watch the cutscene on YouTube. I think I'll start a new WoW main with Remix. I think that would be fun for me. What kind of character are you gonna go for? What sort of direction are you thinking? Also, where's my flicker gate? I'm gonna pull stuff for sure.
Watch your step.
What do I mean I'm gonna pull stuff? Brain's gonna pull stuff. Do you have a remix made in mind? No, I'm probably gonna make a hunter. That's normally what I end up doing anyway, so I think I should stop lying to myself that I'm gonna play a priest. It depends on if anybody needs me to like heal remix content, but I don't remember that really being much of a thing. Like, I thought I would need to be a priest in remix in order to get into groups, and then it turned out it wasn't, like, you didn't even need healers at a certain point last time. So I think I'm just gonna cut to the chase, skip right to the important bit, and be a hunter. Maybe like a Nightborn or something. That might be kind of fun. I gotta pick a race I don't have a hunter of yet. Small change to have a few people in LFR that don't want to be there. Gonna make a 5th Havoc Demon Hunter. It's my main spec. Most likely I'll be able to complete all the gold on. Yeah, you gotta be playing something that's fun. I think Demon Hunter is also a great one for remix because it's so, you know, on theme. It's like playing a monk for mop remix. Roller Rogue because I made a ninja in Final Fantasy. Good morning, Hazel. Good morning, Rain of Low. I was 12 when I started playing and 33 now. Oh man. You started a few years before me. We're the same age, but I didn't start until I was 16. I was busy playing Neopets when I was 12. I was working on the evil fuzzles from Beyond the Stars. It's extremely tanky. 30% leech always, and 100% in meta. Oh. Legion is so class focused, I feel like I have to have a druid so I get all the mogs and whatnot for my main. I think we're going to be able to collect all of the cosmetics on any class, though. I think I heard that somewhere. Hope so. Yeah, me too. I don't want to make a bunch of every class. You do have to start a fresh character for remix. You are not able to use an existing character. You must make a time runner. They're going to give us 5 extra character slots. First MMO was Webkins. Hi, Pandora. How are you doing today? Good early morning to you. You been busy? Yeah, I had a nice weekend. A nice Hazel weekend. Doing some gardening and some yard work. I like poking around outside for an hour or so and then coming inside and having a shower and feeling like I did something. First MMO was Ragnarok Online. Still go back to it regularly.
Dispel boss.
I've heard of that one. My first MMO was Shia Online, which I mainly played because it was free, and it was when I was wanting to start playing WoW, but I didn't have a credit card and I didn't want to ask my mom. And I didn't have any money or a job or anything, and I didn't want to have to ask my mom for a sub fee, so finding a free one that I could play was a pretty big draw. I don't know why I thought it was gonna... I don't know what I thought it was gonna accomplish. I played it for a few months. Maybe a year. Part of me wants to play DH for the nostalgia, but I already have 2. Why not a 3rd one? Plus, nothing says you have to keep your time runner character after you're finished with time running. Okay, 21k. And then I got my Epic Sands. Not as much XP for Bran. I feel like I missed a piece. He's still leveled up. Hand deleted so many time runners. Early morning, 2 a.m. I'm gonna just delete these pets. I don't think they're worth anything. Alright, we gotta go to Koresh. I gotta finish my FaceTiming weekly. Missed Monday, Tuesday. Oh, those are my days off anyway. I was gone. I was fishing. I was literally gone fishing. I feel like Diablo 2, as I played in 2001, should count as my first MMO. Was it an MMO though? Like, I understand there were online features, but I don't know if I would go that far. If we're being pedantic, which of course we are. What do we got? Oh, I sold some stuff. Nice. Okay. Let's get... You know what I'm gonna do, actually? I have this dungeon quest, and I'm just gonna follower dungeon it. You know, we did like 40... Well, not 40, but it felt like 40 Arakaras for Seasbarg. What's one more for a weekly rep quest, you know? Played so much D2. Was D2 the best Diablo? I have played... The only one I really played much of was D3. But from what I've heard, it would lead me to believe that that was kind of like the most popular, like the golden age of it. Shared lobbies, community spaces with instance gameplay. I think there's an argument. It's basically the same gameplay loop as Guild Wars. Probably recognize I'm kind of stretching it. D2 after the expansion was. D2 is my least favorite. Oh. ARPG. I liked D3. I played a little bit of it. Although, I always burned out in D3 because I would play it, I would do like the campaign, and I would play by myself, and I would come up with like a little build, and I would be doing my little thing, and I would be all excited about it. And then I would get into a group with my friends, and they would be absolutely smoking all of the content at a rate exponentially higher than what I had been doing previously. And I would just get carried just by virtue of being in the same group as them. And I would realize that I'm playing the game entirely wrong. And it would kind of take the wind out of my sails because they were just metagaming, and I hadn't really like figured that out yet, which was fine if you're solo, but as soon as you get into a group, you start feeling like a sock that someone left on the beach. Like D3, the best. D4 was a letdown for me. D3, after all the changes and fixes, probably a better game if you ignore when they came out. I know I have friends that don't play, like they will play Diablo, but they'll play Diablo 3 when there's a seasonal release. They won't play D4. Bought D3 and 4, they didn't hit for me. Original D2 has a lot of pain points. Certain difficulties, monsters would become completely immune to certain elements. And if your build was around that, you'd be screwed. Yeah, that would be annoying. 3, 4, 1, 2. Back when I played D2, I had only the base game with my brother and his friends were playing the expansion. Oh yeah, that would do it. What was it, Lords of Darkness? Something like that? I remember the box art, not because I played it, but because we carried it in the store that I worked. Lords of Destruction. The other D word. Well, the other D word. It feels almost like a vacation to be doing this dungeon and to not have to worry about like clearing all of the trash for Nerubian blood or anything. Imagine that. You just have to just do the basic stuff. I guess I could just run straight to where I'm going if I don't mind the mobs getting all lost. I guess the worst thing that can happen is I can get my party killed. My NPC party. D1 only before D2 because my brother and I played it on co-op on PS1. It had a PS1 version, so did Warcraft 2. Those sound like good memories. There's nothing quite like the joy of being a kid with nothing to do for the day and like a really good game to play. Like getting a GameCube game on Christmas morning was like one of my peak memories from childhood, is getting into my new pajamas, my new Christmas pajamas, and running downstairs with some blankets to hole up on the futon and play Wind Waker or something like that. Because they would just forget about you down there. So like normally we had kind of like screen time limits, but the GameCube was set up kind of like out of the way of the rest of the house. So like if you didn't make too much noise, they would kind of forget about you and you could play for longer. A little bit, sort of. I guess it was mainly computer time that you had limits for. Alright, heading to the second boss. Although I should probably do these pulls a little sanely as well. I can't believe I did 4 delves today. Once upon a time, that would never happen. I never used to do all my, or like a whole batch of bountiful delves for the week. I guess I'm really motivated to get my brand leveled right now. I want to get my brand to 100. I want to finish the Delver's Journey. I kind of want to do like my seasonal basic level of delve collection and completion while it's fun and while it's also giving me runes that I need. I don't know why I'm clearing both sides. Earliest memory from 93. I was 4. My brother and I searching our parents' bedroom for a Christmas gift. Secret of Mana for the SNES. Still one of my favorite games of all time. I think I spent the most time with Pokemon Gold for Game Boy and then Wind Waker for GameCube. I had other games that I played, for sure, but those are probably the ones that I put the most time into. Secret of Mana, my favorite all-time game. Squeeze up through here. Actually, I could just mount up. I don't know why I'm going that way. It's nothing worth doing over there. I don't know if I would have done the follower dungeon for rep if it hadn't been this one.
Run out.
I think I got Stockholmed into liking this one after having done it so many times for Sea's Bark.
Run out.
I want to do my Undermine weeklies too if I have time today, but I'm gonna do face diving stuff first. Get my Koresh rep for the week and see how far we get there. Oh, welcome back, kitty cat. How you doing? I'm just gonna beeline for the middle and see if I can get away with it.
Once, my people thrived under the guidance of the Black Empire. Queen Neptune
All right.
reclaimed that glory, but no more. Our celestials and the Black Ride will usher in a new age for Ashcash.
October 7th, huh? 1, 2, 3 weeks. A little shy of 3 weeks. So I should probably, well, I was gonna say I should probably try to finish any current season goals I have before then, but Turbo Boost is gonna give us some extra juice. If only from the upgrade levels. And I guess the Dinars as well. Oh, maybe I'll use Dinars to get my boots.
Watch your step.
It might come to that if they don't come out of vault. There we go. That's what we were after. Oh, look, 2 Harvester's Eats. Thank you very much to our NPC friends. Turn that in for some reputation. And head back to Koresh to do some world quests.
We are the Titan's bedrock and foundation.
Nearly at 17. I wish Remix was a week or 2 later. On Tuesday, the new D4 season starts, and I really want to play it. I also got to keep doing at least 8 weekly keys and a Loom and Soul Hunter's Heroic Kill. Holy, that is a big to-do list. Yeah, I see. I feel like I might have some sockets in my future if I'm not getting loot out of my raid treks. Because I don't think I'm going to end up doing keys. Alright, world quests. Let's head to... I'm going to skip this one for Valor Stones. Looks like there's a few things going on up there, though. Let's head to the north spot. I also want to do my Ecodome weekly for the box. And then figure out if there's anything else I need to do achievement-wise for it. I guess the races. If they're up, anyway. So it looks like there's a... I don't know if it's like an attacking one or if it's just a big rare. Shatter Pulse. No, just a big rare. It's going to be summoned. Oh, it's a warrant rare. Right, okay. Yeah, sure, why not? At least one of the race quests are up. Is it the slate back again? I should probably try and do it. Have a little look at it. Don't follow the arrows, just run right to the finish. Yeah, that's what... I heard that, and then I heard something about doing it in phase space. I don't know if it makes it easier or not. If you have the cheating item, it's great. Is that the Zaibucha? Is that what you mean? Yeah, gotcha. I do have some of those. On my priest, mind you, but it's okay. We can probably do it on the priest. Yeah, I think I have a bunch of them. 6. I've been picking them up and I haven't used any yet. I haven't been that desperate to get into phase space somewhere. This is for 802 gold. I love gold world quests. I think it's because I forget that there's been inflation, so in my mind, 802 gold goes farther than it actually does. Gold world quests are the best. I was expecting to spend more time in the other phase, getting a lot more of those random orbs. Yeah, I mean, I was getting a lot of them until I got the achievement done, but then I guess they're... after that, you're pretty much done. So that is a phase weekly, and I think I want to do that one because... just for the... or sorry, that's a phase world quest. I want to do it for the phase weekly, even if it's only for Valor Stones. Thought the drop rate on those orbs was really high. I felt like it was fair. I don't feel like it was really low or really high to me, personally. I was getting, I don't know, 5 or 10 orbs somewhere in there for each piece of Mog that I got, and the list of Mogs you needed was enormous. But it was reasonably easy to find orbs after a little while. I think just the first week there was a lot of competition for them. But it was good. I felt like it took an appropriate amount of time. Probably also miss orbs regularly. My trinkets make it look like there's false orbs everywhere because the Nexus King's Command trinket and my Astral Antenna both have kind of similar looks to them. You want to come back up? You spot free if you want. That's just a regular world quest.
A new division of Shadow Guard amasses in Shadow Point.
I don't think I'm going to be the first person to finish the Koresh rep. I'm pretty sure people are already done. But I won't be the last. It's coming along. It'll be done before I leave the patch. More or less. For the first week after you got the trinkets, I almost typed you should pick up the orb. Yeah, the one over the head is like always up too. I know it's driving some people nuts. I don't know why it didn't bother me that much. Hi. You cold? It's a little chilly in here. It's gonna warm up today. Hello, Mr. Sonic Jen. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We're doing good over here. I was doing some delves. I got my 11s done. Got some good experience for Bran, and now I'm sitting with Kitty Cat and getting caught up on my Crash World quests. I'm gonna do my Ecodome weekly in a little bit here and see if I can get anything out of the box. You're so cute. Hair looks amazing today. Oh, I thank you. I flat ironed it. Nothing some hot plates can't straighten out. I was up early this morning anyway. I figured I would have at it. There we go. Okay. That one. Yeah, that's the one. Got a different pet every week. It feels like it's guaranteed. I can personally confirm that it is not. I did receive a duplicate pet, but I was able to sell it, you know. I think you're just getting lucky. Like how I got lucky with my warrant quests.
There you are. Good.
Any
There are many
Satharbs?
tasks that have been waiting for your arrival.
I'm never going to get this mount because he's never up when I'm here. And there's never a group form up when I'm here. And then I don't have the patience to like sit around and wait. So I really only check whenever I port to the Oasis. Checked the WoW couch cushions. Also known as alts this week. Happened to find a spare 300,000 gold. Holy moly. It's quite the profitable couch you have. I used to forget gold on my alts, but ever since they made that change that you can mouse over an alt on your login screen and see how much gold they're holding, it's not so easy for me to forget it anymore. Had no idea that was implemented. I don't remember exactly when they got around to it, but not crazy long ago.
You will have better luck opening it.
Oh, good. Pickles, thank you very much for the 51-month resub. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Gotta get the add-on that auto deposits gold in the Warband. Warband Miser. It's good stuff. For all of my alts. Doesn't do that. I think it's because my alts are in a few different servers. Oh. I should check my off-server alts. I didn't know that it didn't count them for other servers. I want to take a look at it. Maybe, girl. Because, yeah, I use Warband Miser to leave a couple thousand gold on a max level character, but otherwise dump it in the Warbank whenever I interact with the bank UI. Hi. Not that I have anything in my Warbank right now, because I spent it all on WoW tokens. Let's see. Yeah, so Mousing Aura got 80k here. 16, 34, 39. But the one... Oh, you're right. That's right. Okay. So it can only tell you the gold for characters on your current realm. I'd have to, if I clicked into this one, I don't know if there's like a way to... Yeah, if you double click on it, then it'll pop you to that realm. And now I bet it'll show me her gold. I didn't realize you could switch by double clicking, actually. Oh, I logged in. That's probably why. Hello, I exist. Hi, Scarlet. Happy Wednesday. I exist too. Me and Miss Kira over here. How much gold does she have? Oh, not very much. Okay. Well, maybe we'll stick it in the bank. Swap via the realm menu at the top bar. I guess it's just less intuitive now since you can see them all, like, sitting there. You know what? I'm just gonna... Instead of trying to remember where the bank is, I'm just gonna pop down the button. Started my bajillion Stranger Things rewatch. Nice, nice. There we go. 1,100 gold. Professions too. That is cool. One day I'm gonna set up my alts with different professions so I have each profession on at least one alt. I don't know when that day's gonna come. I'm gonna have to get pretty bored. How are you doing? I'm doing alright. Not too bad. Excited for the start of a fresh brand new week. I had a lovely weekend. Having fun doing some dolls. Hanging out with the kitty cat. Do you read the story quest text? No, not me. People do. Other people like to. It's not really my thing. Hey. I use an add-on called Dialogue UI that makes my quest text look bigger so it's more readable. But I will usually either skip it completely or just kind of skim it. I don't really follow the story. Let's head over this way. Like the hair today? Oh, I thank you. We flat ironed it. We hit it with the hot plates. Closer to that day than we have ever been. Assuming that it exists and it's not just a hypothetical day that I daydream about before one day getting hit by a bus. Or, you know, like a truck. Some kind of a large death-inducing vehicle. Oh, Cersei, thank you for the 16-month resub. Appreciate it. Feel guilty for not going to PT today because I don't feel well. Oh, I'm so sorry. Listen. Rest is always important. You are listening to your body. If that's not PT, I don't know what is. The classic add-on that adds AI voiceover to all quest text was tops for immersion. Can you please tell Kitty that I love them? Kitty. Idiot in space loves you. And I do too. We all do. Sweet girl. This is my baby girl, Kira. Yeah, I don't know if there's like an ethical issue with text-to-speech in areas where no one was ever hiring a voice actor anyway, but I just don't like the text-to-speech voices. I didn't like them when they were super robot-y, and I don't like them now that they're getting less robot-y. They just kind of give me the heebie-jeebies. I'm not like morally against it, I just don't really like it. I guess my main exception is DBM. Although, maybe somebody recorded all those lines, I don't know. I've just heard them so many times they started to sound canned to me. I feel like I'm getting more coffer key shards this patch. Like, I seem to get them quite often from world quests and whatnot. Like, I'm getting a lot of extra keys. And maybe that was always the case and I just didn't notice it before. Should I do Rush North? We should do the special assignment. That'll help with my weekly. Curious as to who the in-game DBM voice lines would be by. So used to DBM lady, I don't know how I'll handle the change. Yeah. More shards to replace the fact that old patch weeklies don't give keys directly anymore. Mhm.
Tears freely in and out of untethered space, devouring all that is left of our world. Bring its reign to an end.
The wasteland is
Could stand for them to have more. To open 8 bountifuls takes a lot of keys. Mm.
take back what is mine.
I haven't run out of keys yet, but I've been lazy, so I don't think that really says anything. Okay, what do they want me to do? They want me to talk to someone. And... yeah. I feel like for these ones, I could just exit the vehicle and just do it the old-fashioned way just as easily. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe not. Charge blast. Calls down minerals. Okay. Maybe I'm mixing it up with a different one. What does this do? AoE. Enemy and its closest allies. Love that everyone was correct on the 11.25 release date. Weeklies Nico only provide 5 keys per week. Need 4 to pick up the boxes. Ah, I do need 4 to pick up the boxes. That's true. Good tip, good tip. This one's stuck. See if I can clip it with one of these things. No, that's stuck. Gives me 4 weeks in Mob Classic. There you go. Are you gonna play Legion Remix? I'm gonna play Legion Remix, I think. Taking a break from retail because I'm high keyboard. That's fair. Are you up to anything else aside from your Stranger Things rewatch? Hello, Saga. Howdy, how you doing? Mainly Dead by Daylight, occasional napping. I'm always in favor of a good nap. And my rewatch, yes. I'm into season 3 of my friend's rewatch. It's going okay. It's nice to have something short to put on sometimes. And then I'm into fall of my Stardew Valley replay through. I heard it was going to get another patch. Every time I think he's not going to make any more, he does. Read a funky book yesterday. What did you read? Do tell. How many seasons of Friends are there? 10. The later one's not as good, but I watch them anyway. I don't skip anything. Well, this is my first rewatch in quite a few years, though. A translation from Japanese called Strange Pictures. Oh. He announced 1.7. Love him. I wonder if he's ever gonna finish Haunted Chocolatier, or if it's just kind of tough to do. I can't judge him. I do barely anything. And he made my favorite game. Is Stardew Valley my favorite game? It might be my favorite. It might be my favorite game. I don't know. I can always play it. Is there a character you relate to the most in Friends? I don't know. I think the great thing about it is that you can relate a little bit to all of them depending on what's going on and what they're up to. I think I relate a little bit to the neuroticism of Monica and a little bit to the wackiness of Phoebe. I don't really relate to Rachel, but I love Jennifer Aniston, so it's top 3 for me for sure. He said 1.7 wouldn't conflict with Haunted's dev time, I'm sure. Celeste is my number 1. I'm the sassiness of Chandler. Yeah, I should probably find a group before I just wander in and punch the dragon. I like Chandler's, like, witty comebacks. And his sarcasm. I feel like it was kind of formative on my own sense of humor as I was growing up because I watched so much Friends as like a kid and a teenager. I was just gonna say Monica, she's just so you. I would buy a Wonder Mop. Hazel, how the heck are you? Hi, Jans. Doing alright, doing alright. How are you? Looking forward to raid tonight? I'm curious as to what we're gonna do, if anything, with the gaps in our roster. We'll have to see. I want to watch Big Bang Theory again. That one is actually, I did a rewatch of that like a year or two ago, and I enjoyed it more in a rewatch than I thought I was gonna, because I forgot that, I don't know, it's not a perfect show. It's not like, it's not. I wouldn't really. Is this like a war mode group or something? It doesn't say it's a war mode group. Am I in war mode? No. Why am I phased from everybody? I don't know. I guess I should leave. I mean, I can try and like get into the other phase. I think it... No. His health is going down. They are not in phase space. Oh, and I am in phase space. I forgot I was in phase space. There we go. Currently rewatching Supernatural in between reading. Nice, nice. I know a lot of people really like that one. Favorite sitcom at Scrubs. Want to just at least hang out with everyone, maybe re-clear as much as we can. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at a re-clear for just Vault, if nothing else. Yeah. How long does that take? How long does Witch take? The world boss? Or something else? I have a goldfish memory. I don't remember what I was talking about. Yeah, a lot of sitcoms didn't age very well. I feel like I just try to watch them with that in mind. Oh, the world boss. 5 minutes? It's not too crazy. Okay, where's the thingy? I'm coming. Supernatural, probably my favorite popular show, aside from Twin Peaks. Oh, what renown am I for raid? 6. 6 with Maniforge Vandals. Also, apparently I have some Paragon caches ready to go here. Took a while in patch launch. Yeah, it was trouble. I think nobody really understood it. And we have better gear now, or maybe there was something that was broken about it that got fixed. I'm not sure. I know I didn't understand it at first. It's like trying to fight Salad Boy. I'm glad that stuck. I have not seen Twin Peaks. I haven't watched much Supernatural either. I made it through one season and then kind of washed out of it. I think Gear's done a 10. Yeah. Yeah, our power really shot up this patch. Favorite show overall, easily Futurama. Can't wait for the new season. I've seen that at least once. I want to watch Two Broke Girls again. And we're moving. Very different sort of horror, and to me, a more terrifying one than Supernatural. Hilarious to do World Quest and Isla Dorn, have the wraps just one-shot mobs. I should do more Isla Dorn World Quest just in the off chance that I get lucky and I get shards from mobs, Alanira shards. Oh, there it is. Hey, what do you need? I think I got myself a... Supernatural, over the top, 80s slasher type stuff, not scary. Twin Peaks deals with humans. The terrible things humans are capable of. Do you really need Elenir? I do. It's so pretty. It's such a pretty mount. I know normally I do mounts just for the +1, but Elenir is really gorgeous. Doing Isladorn lots for rares and all the things. Got 2 shards. Okay. I think I don't have the stamina to do like bee wolf farming groups for shards. So I gotta find another goal that takes place up there so I can hopefully just get some by accident. Can be a mount that people are asking about in a couple of X packs, like the Violet Spellway. Yeah. Oh, hey, I got a male belt mug. Aw, man, my world quest didn't do. That's 1,000 gold I don't get to keep. I hate it when that happens. Oh, there we go. It worked. Okay. I'm scared for a second. I need, oh, there's a phase diving quest up there. Or I could phase dive and I could just do a mob or something for the credit over here. On the topic of TV shows, I wish I had a way to watch the new Interview with a Vampire series. Got my first shard the other day from farming for the bee. The joy I felt. You are 10% of the way there. Grind out the bee farm, got 3 or 4 shards. Only felt slightly bad that my friend only got 1 at the very, very end. Yeah, that's pretty good numbers. I got 1 shard while farming the bee.
Shadow God harry us from all sides, even across plains. We must not be caught off guard.
Oh, we're just doing this stuff right here. Oh, I made it to 17 anyway. We can buy our cosmetic tools, maybe. Am I saving? Yeah, I'm probably... Well, I don't know about saving, but I'm gonna need some resonance crystals for that mount at 19, it looks like. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna heal a key. Friends, dude, and it's probably my only chance to get like a 10 done for my vault. And I have half an hour. That's probably approximately the amount of time it's gonna take, right? Oh, we're ready to go. Look at all these casters. Okay. I don't even know which one is my friend. Jans, what are you even playing? None of these are our server. Okay. Dawn, huh? Alright, let me get into... let me get out of Fate Space, and let me get into Holy. Oh, it's your Demon Hunter. And then let me get into my Oracle spec. What do you mean I'm in combat? Excuse me. Unhand me. Okay. Into my dungeon spec. Get, use my portal. Dawnbreaker. And then I'm gonna use my flask and stuff from the TH. I was looking at this and I was like, I don't know who you are. This is your, oh, your Kitty Whiskers raid tune. Gotcha. Well, I told you in Whisper, so you know, but I haven't done a key in like 3 weeks, so good luck to all of us. Thoughts and prayers. Here, we're gonna have a little food, use a little mana oil. My gear's fine, that's good. We're happy about that. The right spot, right? It's okay, me and you, Carrie. Alright. Hi, Moosey. How you doing, Bubsy? I'm gonna take a little nap. Alright. I have some health potions. I'm gonna eat a little fresh food. We're getting my food buff here. Just a second. Alright, I am ready. I got a food, healthstone. Flying mount. What's not to like? It's a partial pug, it looks like, so I'm a little nervous, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, coffer key. I'm 98% done my face typing thing.
5,
Maybe we'll finish it
4,
tomorrow.
3, 2, 1.
It's a full pug. It's not a full pug. I know you.
Wait. Who are those intruders? Since the decimate with its complement of cannons, it can
Do demon hunters like power fusion? Should I give it to chance? I'm doing it.
Run out.
Oh, I haven't played Oracle in a hot second. Okay. I also haven't done a 10 in a little bit. I remember they were tricky. I don't really want any more aggro. Oh, casters maybe. So there's a lot of cast getting
Run
off
out.
here. We'll do our best. Haste is okay, but not amazing. They won't dislike it. I also have a Demo Lock and an Arcane Mage. But Jans did lots of damage, so I might just keep giving it to him. The first pull is a giant pull meta's anti-healer discrimination. I'm gonna be terrible in this dungeon. It's this one's hard for me. I find healing Dawnbreaker to be really challenging.
Target change.
I'm not very good at this first boss in particular. The last couple bosses I'm better at. But the first one I really struggle with. Okay, okay. Exciting.
They empowered Belador's shadow. The Lamplighter's blessing will keep you safe.
I don't really want to heal anyone other than the tank, because I think the tank needs it. Arcane's mixed. If they aren't prepared for it, they'll go, okay. Great if they expect it. What about Demo Warlock? I think I'm probably just gonna give it. Oh, next pull. Here, let's find a spot for a little symbol of hope. I don't know if I'm gonna get gaps to drink in here, so I gotta try and use my mana returners while I can.
A gift.
Target change.
Haste is Demo's top stat, but also
Beat them to break it free. Headquarters surrounded. You'll need to use those.
what do you think is the scariest dungeon you have to heal this expansion? For me, City of Threads and the last boss. Floodgate for me. Very much Floodgate. Here, I'll give it to the Warlock. Chances high stat, we'll give it to them. Let me see. Warlock is 710. No, Warlock's got the item level on him. Sorry, bud, you might be getting edged out. Sometimes I like to spread it around just so everybody can play with it, so everybody has a chance to have fun. Is that meta? No, but it's nice.
Time to rest.
PI the tank. I actually did that once because my Brewmaster was going so hard that I was like, what if they had more haste? And I PI'd them on like a really big pull. Sell it. Normally I've just played in a group with Flabby if he's around, and then I just PI Flabby. Whether it's meta or not, it's usually a good choice. This is going to be interesting with all of the ranged we have.
Target change. Run out.
Auctioning off PI, underrated strat. It's not as much fun as auctioning off murder. Like life grip based murder, you know. Give me 25k gold to kill the player of your choice, etc, etc. I've never done that, but it sounds like fun. Unethical healer strats. So I think I just want to stay far ranged and pray. This fight's hard to heal. I'm gonna give the mage PI on pull. That seems like a good spot for it. They're item level 709. Everybody's about 710-ish.
Stay away from lines.
So there's the lines. This part sucks because you're moving and healing at the same time, and also I want to make sure I don't drop anything too close to people.
Watch your step. Target change. Stay away from lines.
A little better with my gear. I had a harder time picking people up on this one before.
Watch your step.
This is the one we're leaving, right? No, it's not. Okay. I just mounted up because I thought we were getting out of here.
Run.
Now we're. Oh, I did a bad thing. Hopefully I have time, otherwise we're gonna wipe. I forgot about that bit. Because I can't heal anybody while we're doing this. Alright, alright. Where is everybody? Well, let me at him.
Watch your step.
I don't know if you have time to wait on that dispel though. I don't know if that works either.
Stay away from lines.
Alright, I'm getting out of here.
Target change.
Anyway, it'll be over soon. Right?
Watch
Guys?
your step. Stay away from lines.
There's the lines. This is my least favorite boss of the whole thing. If we can make it through this, we're chilling. Moving and healing? Laugh and tree hots. Yeah.
Watch your step.
Easier for some classes than others. I'm sure someone has it worse than
Stay
Holy
away
Priest.
from lines.
I don't know who. Someone.
Run.
Resto shamans, yeah. I'm gonna make it, right?
Find and defeat them, or we will have to face that commander at full strength.
I don't know where to go, so you should pick someone to follow, but
Crowd control. Run from.
some people are better to follow than others. If you're ever in a group with me, and you're like lost, and you see me running somewhere, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna follow her. Don't do it. It's a trap. It's a mistake. I never know where I'm going. I exclusively lead people to their doom.
Target change.
I don't even mean to. It just happens.
Frontal.
This is a little tricky. Let me strafe spam, throw my leaves.
Watch your step.
I used to love how mobile restored healing was for PvP, because I would never get kicked because I would never have to stop and cast. Not much anyway. The only thing I really needed to cast for, and needed to fake kicks for, was Cyclone. You maybe need regrowth every once in a while, but you could get by without it most of the time. Still regularly forget the Trank doesn't let us run while channeling anymore. I don't even think I knew that.
Frontal. Target change.
Thank you, Antiva. Tranquil moving was not around for long. I remember it.
Frontal.
Need to fix the visual for the stairs? Oh, like the line of sighting? I think it's intended. It's just stairs are kind of my nemesis. I'm also very short in games, so I can't really see over them. Just, you know, on me for picking gnome.
Frontal.
You gotta make sacrifices. This is going okay. We're happy with this. Whoa, tabbed out. Didn't mean to. AoE circle vanishes. Oh, right. Yeah, that is annoying. The visual bug happens on flat ground, too.
Frontal.
That's why everyone hates this dungeon. It's so buggy. I don't like this dungeon because I get lost if I am not very locked onto whoever I'm supposed to be following. I don't like the flying around. I find it disorienting. I do like the interior cathedral room. I like the giant book. I think that's cool. Are we all on the Keystone Master mount? We got something to prove or what? I should follow the tank. Such a load screen problem with this dungeon. Oh! Oh, I've made a mistake. I wonder if my talent build has a gimme in it. Yeah, it does. Okay. I did not see whatever I landed in.
Frontal.
I understand there's some kind of a frontal.
Watch your.
I'm gonna send it down the hall, so we'll just watch out.
Frontal.
Huh?
My power is transcendent.
Target change. Frontal.
Oh, I should watch over that. I wonder if that's what I stood in when I landed. I do like my get out of jail holy priest free talent though. The thing that reses you after your angel. Love that. Makes me feel much better about my life.
Watch your.
See if I can squeeze in a tiny drink here.
End there, Commander.
There we go. Nice.
Run out. Crowd control.
My power is
Dispel.
transcendent.
Target change. Crowd control.
Share in it.
Dispel.
I like the sound it makes when you break all the Orbeez. The glass shatter sounds really satisfying.
Crowd control. Dispel.
Yeah. Won't worry about it too much. I think having a couple of ranged DPS in a group means your kicks are on much longer cooldowns.
Target change.
So it's a little harder to get interrupts and stuff like that, and I don't know if I can be bothered to figure out which one has the buff and dispel it. I thought I did, but I didn't see anything happen. I get so spoiled by my regular tank. This player's doing fine. There's nothing wrong with this, but I get so spoiled because I usually play with a tank that's just like a really, really thoughtful player, and they're very good, and they somehow manage to like never feel in danger ever.
Runful. AOE incoming.
Monk do be like that. Yeah. Oh, hey, how you doing? How you been?
Runful.
I can't remember if he was on Monk and he geared up his Warrior, or if he was on Warrior and he geared up his Brew. I think he geared up his Monk for this patch. I get him mixed up, though. It's like, no matter what he's playing, he's doing good.
AOE
Same old,
incoming.
same old. Nice, nice. I was just thinking about you today. I was talking about how I don't know if we're doing achievement runs in
Target
Carbon,
change.
because if you're the only person who ever used to organize them, I might just get those in a couple of years. No biggie, no biggie. He and I are competing on the Monk Tank leaderboards. Nice.
AOE
You're
incoming.
tanking this patch, huh? That's cool. I'm up to my usual tricks. I'm holy priestin'.
Thank you.
Nice thing about this is that we're pretty much finished with the trash, so
Rental.
just 2 bosses after this and then we're out of here. Can never be too
Crowd
afraid to use
control.
cooldowns. You and a priest color be
Dispel.
surprised. I think this is my forever main. I think I found it. I think I'm in love. This is it. This is the one. It was just meant to be. It was destiny. I don't think I've chatted with you in a while.
Frontal.
Did you hear my news?
My power.
Did I tell you I bought a house?
Target
Hazel's
change.
house. I live here.
Runful.
Saw y'all got Dimmy Dome down? We did. And just in time too, because we've got some people out for a few weeks. So if it didn't happen then, it wasn't going to happen for a while. But we got him smoked, like a good Gouda. Grats. Being a homeowner, welcome to the club. Earlier today, I was comparing my
Watch your
endless list of projects to choose from to side quests. You look at your array of options and you figure out how much the various ones cost, and then decide whether or not it's something you want to start.
AOE
The main trick being, don't start a bunch of side quests that you don't finish.
Watch orb. Run. AOE incoming. Target change. Watch orb.
Over there.
Run. Watch orb. AOE incoming.
That is a lot of damage.
Run.
But lucky we had a cooldown. And I still have a cooldown. I still have apotheosis if we need it. Also, our next oracle thingy is a good one.
Target
Watch
change. Run. AOE incoming.
Does that hurt more every time or something? Because that one's
Watch
starting to really suck. There we go. Dead boss. One left and 2% trash. We head to the Dawnbreaker?
You've saved Merildon.
Yeah.
We'll drive the remainder of this shadowy lot from the city.
Oh yeah, you get some trash in the boat. I forgot about that.
No! They've set a force back up and retaken the Dawnbreaker! If the Order of Night steals the Dawnbreaker, Merildon will be defenseless!
Oh, scary.
Target change. Crowd control.
By the light and flame! What is that fresh horror?
Okie dokie. As long as we remember to do the bombs, we should be a-okay. Sometimes I forget. I
Watch
get
your
busy.
step. AOE incoming. Watch your step.
I did my part.
Watch your step. Target change.
This boss always freaks me out because I forget that you don't have to get its health to 0 because we fought it in
AOE incoming.
Anubar Palace. Depleted a 13 HOA.
Watch your step.
Forgot where my button was. It was going great because our Resto Druid typhooned the ads in Echelon, which led us to have like 10 of them up at the same time. Oh no.
The lamplighter's blessing will keep you safe.
13, wow. That's a bummer. This part always felt kind of funny. It's like you get him off the boat and you fly all the way down for the final showdown, and then he's doing basically the same mechanics but less. Tapping 3 or 4 times through the key and never had a vortex down, so everything just went flying in all directions. Oh no. Oh, poor person. They were probably just trying to help too, just slightly misguided. Oh, I just PI'd. Oh no, I gave it a chance. That's okay. That's good.
Watch your step. AOE incoming. Target change. Watch your step. AOE incoming. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Not angry, even though it was my key. Mistakes happen. Meanwhile, my tank friend does a meltdown. Oh no.
Target change.
Do you get, did you finish 3K or are you pretty close? You're doing some big keys.
Watch your step. AOE incoming.
Should be almost finished here. There we go. Oh hey, I get some bonus crests. I forgot about that quest I picked up in the Delve. Thank you very much. I got score for that too, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I got plus 47 score. I hadn't done that one yet on a 10, I don't think, this season. Got 3K in the 7th by timing a 14-hour car. Nice. What are you guys pushing for now? Just as far as you can get?
You've done it, champion. You've broken the unholy alliance between the Order of Night and Archival.
Empowering Crystal of Anubikash. I don't think that's any good. Is it? Let me see. Auto Priest Trinkets. It is B tier. Or A tier, I guess. Not incredible. Nah, you can have it. All yours, friend. It's funny being able to trust a Dornagal portal. Normally they take you to Wrath Dalaran because Flabby puts down the Jaina's Locket portal. Good looking out. Have a good day. See you tonight. Alright, that was perfectly timed. That brought us to exactly 12:02. And I think I got more gear upgrades I can send before raid tonight. Let's get rid of that. It's gonna decide if we'd be doing weekly keys, maybe gearing some alts, but the tank friend wants to keep pushing. It's so rare that we have a full group of friends, 2 or 3 of us. Yeah, I could see how pugging keys at that level would be kind of dicey. It's always fun seeing a portal when there's no mage in the group.
My directive is to serve you.
What did I decide to do? Oh yeah, I was doing upgrades, that's right. Yeah, for a while, our mage was taking the heat for the Dalaran portals, but it wasn't him. Okay. What do I want to do? I've just been sending the shoulders because it's just good, strong int and stam and stuff. Oh, I have a lot of shards, actually. We can do it twice. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Alright, I think I'm gonna wrap up for today. Thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate your company. I'll be back tomorrow morning for a Thursday morning stream. Appreciate the company. Done raiding for the tier. If you guys decide you want to do a glory run, feel free to reach out. Happy to help. You betcha. Have a good day. Thanks for the stream. Thanks, guys. I will see you tomorrow or whenever I see you around. Bye.